Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the 9th Age. If you are unfamiliar with the 9th Age, it is a tabletop rank and flank strategy war game that I play all the time and my YouTube channel is dedicated to. If you're interested, please click the link in the description below. They'll take you to the official website. It is a free-to-play game as long as you have some models. So check out the website and it'll get you everything you need to play a game of the 9th Age. But today we are not playing 9th Age. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the 9th Age. If you guys are watching, please hit that like and subscribe on YouTube or hit that subscribe button or that follow button in Twitch. And we will get right to the D&D in a moment. Let's just go to the intro video first.
No one in this world can you trust. Not men, not women, not beasts. This you can trust.
Welcome back to the 7th episode of Binding Roll. We got all of our regular players. No one leveled up, but let's start with our usual. What you drinking? I'll start out with, I am drinking a St. Bernardus wit beer. I'm coming to terms with the fact that I really like wit beer. Belgian style
Probably
beers.
shameful about that.
And it is excellent. Erky, what are you drinking?
Sort of like green stuff. Yeah.
Just some green stuff. Sam, what are you drinking?
New Belgium Voodoo Ranger.
Oh, that's some good
Imperial
stuff.
IPA.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Load, what you got?
I have the Moab Pilsner.
Pretty can.
Not bad. And lastly, Sunset.
I am drinking something very pink. I also
Back to
suggest.
potions.
I also suggest that we drink before we go out drinking. That is what my cup says.
Good advice.
That is great advice.
It's just economical.
Yeah.
Get hammered before you get to the bar and then pay for cheap drinks.
Well,
But-
but you'll also probably buy more drinks because you'll already be hammered.
True.
Win-win.
Yeah, everybody wins.
Let's see. Brief recap of last week. Last week, we're doing a little bit of time jumps here. We're trying to get through a month of game time to get to the point where the crusade leaves Pantamont, and within that, let's call last episode a total of a week's worth of time, maybe a week and a half. But in that time, you did some investigating of why Claude, the King's Guard, or the Duke's Guard, was acting so sneaky and going back into the entrance to the catacombs at the back end of the Duke's castle and keeping it under lock and key and keeping guards on it. You went down there and you went down into the deep within the catacombs to an area where you previously were in the last campaign. But actually, no, I'm sorry. Was this? Yeah, it was last campaign. And you went down there and you realized that the destruction that you caused in the first campaign had caused part of the catacombs to collapse and reveal, let's call it an artifact, which was basically a stone gateway that was very similar to what Erky saw in 1.5 campaign, which is basically a sign of the lizard people or the Saurian ancients. While you're down there, you ran into Claude, who is there having a discussion with Helen, the mysterious woman that has had the Duke's ear, who is completely bald and is dressed in a kind of a toga, which is unique. While you were there, you kind of trying to figure out what's going on, and you were attacked by the skeletons, the large skeletal snakes that had kind of plagued the bottom levels of the catacombs. And you fought them off, but in the same time, the portal decided to open and would reveal the other side, on the other side, a jungle, a hurricane-swept jungle, where a Quaddle Lord, a red Quaddle Lord, spoke to you through the portal, spoke to a Lode specifically, telling him to come to Varentia and conquer the Doom Lord. And this Quaddle was a Quaddle of little patience, and Sunset decided to talk out of turn in the Quaddle's mind, and he burnt Sunset. But that's where we left off. Is there anything the four of you want to do in the immediate aftermath of that, or do you want to kind of reset and kind of go in a different direction, a different investigation? It's up to you guys.
Healing would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, with the resetting and going in another way, we can call that, like, you know, that there's definitely a time period in there for a full rest.
Good.
I mean,
Long
I don't
rest
know
taken.
that there's much we do with that right this second anyway, personally at least. Anybody
Yeah,
else?
did the Quaddle Lord have much of a time frame? Like, the eons of time need to...
Nothing about time was mentioned.
And
The Quaddle simply closed the gateway after instructing Lode to get to Varentia and conquer the Doom Lord.
Which I thought he meant we were supposed to like go through the portal. I don't know if that was even possible, but glad we didn't have to. That was daunting.
Yeah, it seems like you guys
You don't
are
trust
wary of magical portals.
Maybe that's my fault.
portal straight to the Doom Lord.
It's like, hi, Doom Lord.
And boss right out of the gate.
Might be slightly traumatized from last time. Portals and Quaddles, not good stuff.
Right.
In
Don't want to
season
get sucked in.
1.5.
Different characters, though. So that is...
All right,
Need some cannon fodder.
so
Get a few of Wah and his army of goons.
all right, I think we'll go back to the keep.
Okay, so when you head back to the keep, you definitely have a quick conversation. Actually, Claude signals to you, Sam, to come over and have a conversation with him.
Oh, my good friend Claude. How is the Jade treating you?
He looks at you with a blank, kind of worn look in his eyes, and he says, "You must be joking. Today was a harrowing day." And he says,
maybe for the inexperienced.
That was a burn. That hurts. That hurts. Let me see one thing here. Okay. He looks at you with a blank stare, and then he just turns and walks away from you, and he walks toward Sunset.
If this is in the catacombs still, she
Yes.
has not moved from on the ground.
Oh, you're still. Definitely the fire has gone out, but you're still laying on the floor.
Oh, yes, still laying on the floor.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say when the portal closed, the magical fire. I know it's a very ambiguous statement. Instantaneously disappears, but definitely the damage is still there. And he walks up. Claude walks up to you and extends his hand in a gesture to help you get up, to give you a hand up.
Sorry, mouthful of food. I mean, I guess I'll take it, provided that I'm registering that it's even there.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of envisioned her kind of being face down and like not really moving. Like she still had 20-something hit points left, but like that was a lot of damage to take in one blow. And
Is it more the damage
She's
or
not
more the
feeling too
damage to Sunset's ego?
Yes.
I'll let the audience decide.
Okay. Well, Claude helps you up and he says, Sunset, this is the first time this portal has opened. And this portal can be a dire thing for Cantamont. I implore you and your travelers, the four of you, to keep this secret, because there are many, shall I say, prying eyes that would like to control this portal.
Why is it still here? Destroy it.
We have
if it's
tried
that
to
much
destroy
of a problem.
I
Lo
have
looks
tried
at
to
Sam.
destroy it, and it won't break.
Maybe we can help with that.
Is the floor made of the same material?
No.
Dig it out. Sink it into the ocean. You got a
Older.
perfectly good ocean right there.
Claude, looks up and thinks about it for a second. He says, I wish I could Sunset, but that is a great structural, labor-intensive endeavor which we don't have time for.
I
do
suggest you
something.
take the time, because if that opens again with a hostile force on the other side, goodbye, Cantamont.
Yeah, exactly, Sunset. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Wow. You're right, Sunset. I need to formulate a plan to destroy the gateway. But I reiterate, in the time that it will take to destroy it, I need you to protect this secret. And lastly,
you'll
Sunset,
get no argument
before
from me.
Before
It's
Kaylin had tragically passed, I had
Too soon.
too soon. I had requested her aid in convincing the Duke to place me on the crusade with you. I now ask for your help in this endeavor.
Is that wise, considering? And she just kind of looks at the gate.
Yes, the need for my presence is overwhelming. I am needed in more places than I can be at once. But I must find the Duchess for my Duke. I have pledged myself to doing this, and this is my quest. This is my oath, if you might say.
Can the rest of us hear this?
Currently, no. Actually, you know what? The three of you
Or is
give
this a
me
very-
give me a perception check. 12, and 17. Okay, so
Also 17.
Sam, once again, you don't notice anything. In fact, you already cracked open a new beer. But
It's even a tall boy.
Erky and Load, you don't hear what they're saying, but you definitely at this time notice that Sunset is having a conversation with Claude. Just a note to everyone here, there is still Helen, the bald woman, standing almost in the same spot she stood before the gateway opened. Kind of calmly, her hands folded in front of her, calmly looking up at the portal. Studying it, if you will.
Can I approach her?
Certainly. Sweetly.
Where Sam makes his move.
Hey,
Hey,
good.
I'd like to say real quick. I'd just like to say that it's very likely that at least Erky and Load heard Sunset's side of the conversation, particularly in regards to the destruction of the portal. I don't imagine she was being very quiet about that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You definitely
Just,
okay. Load and Erky, you don't get specifics, but you definitely in this conversation you definitely get the words destroy and portal mixed together. You get the gist of it. You get the gist of Sunset's sentiment that
Makes sense.
this portal's bad.
I'm also
maybe-
gesturing wildly at the portal and at the general location of the bay, and all of this.
Just
this
wild
stuff.
gesticulations, just like.
Yep, pretty much.
Sam, what would you like
I'm
to
gonna
say
run
to
over
Helen?
and
Let's go with Sam first. Let's go with Sam.
Hey there, what you looking at?
Without taking her eyes away from the portal, she responds to you. She says, my halfling friend, I'm looking at design perfection. The intricacy
Design perfection.
the intricacy and craftsmanship in this portal is shines through the years of its age. This portal is ancient, yet works perfectly and is stunning to behold.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, like, what is this, like 100 years old?
Yes, my halfling friend, it takes patience and true virtuosity to see the beauty in these things.
Yeah, my brother's into this kind of thing. He spends hours smearing paint and ink all over stuff and says it's beauty to the beholder and something, and I'm like, yeah, dude, looks like a bunch of unicorn vomit to me. So, like, what to do?
Give me a persuasion check.
Did Sam suddenly become a valley girl? It's got very much got that accent.
15.
It's just at that level of drama.
I see.
One of the many
As you
stages.
see that,
I think we've
you
all been there.
through her stone expression, she never turns to face you, but she's still looking at the portal, and without noticing without through the mask that she's wearing, her calm mask, you see her smile and chuckle for a second, and then she immediately goes back to stone face, and she says, "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, my halfling friend. I'd love to see your brother's art."
Yeah, well, you should come by sometime. It's just down the road here. Sure, he'd love to see a new fan. How about tomorrow?
Yes, of course. Where can I find your brother's art?
So if you head north until you get to this big rock, and then you take a left, and then you go through the next big rock, and it's that little kind of barn on the right.
definitely give me a persuasion check.
Somebody give him the help action. Oh, he doesn't need it.
How?
24.
Yeah, that's
Plus
totally
11.
it.
Yeah.
At
I
this
forgot he's
point,
got plus
she
11.
at this point she turns and looks at you with genuine interest in her eyes, and she says, "I always trust an artist. They are the true believers in this world, and they create harmony and growth for society. These lessons have been learned long ago through my society, through virtuism. Is it virtuism? Vitalism. Through vitalism.
Yeah.
And I invite you and your brother to join me in this happy state of growth and love."
Is there Kool-Aid?
This sounds right up his alley. Like, I think he'd be down with this. His name's Tuna Sandwich. He's kind of the black sheep of the bunch, but he's got his own charms.
With that,
You
she
guys get
nods and
along.
smiles, and she says, "I look forward to meeting Tuna Sandwich tomorrow."
Sam's
And
not
with
the
that-
black sheep.
And with that, she turns back to the portal and again folds her arms in front of her and continues to study the portal.
Little do we know, Tuna Sandwich is Sam's pen name.
Urki, you said you wanted to do something.
Yeah, well, was I able to hear this conversation that Sam just had? You're not receiving me?
Yeah, I think give me a perception check. It'll be an easy check though, because no one's trying to hide the conversation. Claude was trying to hide the conversation.
12.
Yeah. You hear it.
Okay. So, being of the magical engineering type, I'm quite panicked about just the notion of destroying this wondrous item of engineering. That it'd be a tragedy if it was destroyed. So, but I overheard that she thinks it's awesome too. So I'm gonna go over to her and say, like, we gotta stop. I heard they might want to destroy this. We can't let that happen.
Okay, I like that. Take a point of inspiration, because that's exactly what your character would do, and I love it. But
Take a point of inspiration because you're gonna get us all killed.
Yes. That'll be amazing with the best technology ever made.
So what are you asking her exactly?
I was like, we got it. They just said that I just heard like destroying portal. Like, we gotta stop them. We can't let them do this. Will you help me?
And she, a little bit of genuine shock, she opens her eyes a little wider and she says, "Yes, destruction is never the answer. Always growth and production is the answer. I will talk to the Duke. This gateway will remain here and will be used for good, for growth."
Who will protect it? Or I mean, are you going on a crusade?
Yes, now that you mention it, the Duke has invited me to join the crusade.
Did you say yes?
Why, yes, of course. Varentia is the land of vitalism. It is the land of the people who are closest to vitalism. And I always look forward...
Do you have...
What?
No. Well, if you're going on the crusade, do you have people who can, like, care for this relic while we're away?
No, unfortunately, I am one of the few who are true followers of vitalism in this land. So, I do not have anyone that can help me protect it. Do you?
Nope. I'm a stranger over here, but maybe we can just bury it and, wall it off, pretend like it was never there. Come back to it later.
This is an instrument for growth. We cannot wall it off.
You expecting someone to come through in the near future while we're away? What difference does it make? Like, what? Something going in, something coming out? What are you not telling us?
Give me a persuasion check.
No.
Oh, damn.
22.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
She says, This is a tool where vitalism can be transported from the land of Varentia to Equitane. There are no individuals I expect to come through this portal, but the word and the true way of living that is vitalism can come through on the lips of anyone who travels through this portal.
So anyone who comes through this portal is one with vitalism. Did I interpret that correctly? Like the red dude that just came that was there? Like he's awesome in vitalism? Like he's a good guy?
Yes, the Quaddle is the lizard folk are great followers of vitalism. The Quaddle are a special kind of lizard folk. They are smart, crafty, and strong, sometimes not to be trusted. But still he follows the ways of vitalism.
Hmm. I have a bit of a history with the Quaddle Lords and stuff. They may be cool in the vitalism area, but they've whatever to get closer to vitalism included like burning the hell out of like my buddies and I on multiple occasions. So if you think like good stuff for vitalism is having us turn to a crisp, we might have a difference of opinion there.
He says, I understand change is scary and difficult, but do not worry, my friend. We are headed in the right direction.
Got a lot to process here. I think, yeah, I'll take a step back and think. Okay.
Sunset, anything you want to say to Claude?
Oh yeah, I can go to Claude. It's like, did I hear you guys?
No, Sunset's having the conversation with
Consider
him.
just. Okay.
Yeah, I think that was directed at me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Anyway.
I mean,
Claude continues to look at you.
so did I hear the conversation that Urki just had?
No, this is happening simultaneously. They're having a conversation off. You can see them talking, but you can't hear what they're saying.
Okay. Okay, so I don't know that. I know you just said her name, and I just cannot remember it.
Helen.
Ellen, yeah, that she,
Helen,
so I don't know that she
H-E-L-E-N.
is coming.
Helen.
Ellen?
I'm blaming that on the on Discord. That was not intentional. Helen is, so I don't know she is going on the Crusades as well.
Nope, not quite yet. I mean, it's
Okay.
easy to inference. She has the she has the ear of the Duke, but
Right, but I don't know. I feel like without actually hearing it, I would be under the impression that she would be remaining behind, particularly with the way she has been, interacting with this portal. So my response to Claude's question is going to be, I don't think it wise for you to leave this in her hands alone.
okay. He thinks about it for a moment and he nods. Says that is wise advice, Sunset. Thank you. I will think upon this. It would be very hard for me to give up on my oath. I hold that dear to my heart. All right. Anything else? Or can we conclude this scene?
I suppose I can go up to Claude and say, like, but are you planning on destroying this? Like, did I hear that? Did I overhear that correctly?
He says, yes, destroying it would be a great help in protecting Cantamont. I'm at a loss of how to do it, but it will be difficult to do before the crusade leaves for Varentia.
Yep. What a shame. Not enough time.
With that,
You're well versed in explosions, aren't you? Couldn't you
Sure,
sink
yeah,
this into the ocean?
I can see if I can help. Sabotage, but it's breaking this thing.
Okay, Claude. Claude seems interested. He says, "Yes. How can we get this gateway into the bay, or the cove, to be more specific?"
Take some thinking. We're digging. Are we sure the area is clear? We're not gonna have to deal with like more snakes and stuff. We kind of
That you don't know. Claude says
detailed engineering work and then just smack right in the face.
Claude thought it was clear of monsters, but he was obviously wrong.
Oh, that's cool.
That's it.
Yep, I think we go.
So the six of you make it back to the Great Hall of the Keep. You make your separate ways at this point, and you can all have a long rest. Again, this is a big chunk of time passing. The city is still in great motion and great vitality. There is much preparations being done to get ready for the crusade. Armor's being made, weapons is being made, food's being stored. Giant, humongous ships, like the largest ships in the fleet of Equitane, have arrived at the docks. At this point, so let's say a few days later, you guys, all four of you, are in the keep again in one evening, and the usual suspects are there, everyone. And at this time, the four of you are sitting in the hall eating your food, and Roi Lefleur approaches you. He says, the four of you are still here. I know the Duke requires that that I give you this chance to come on the crusades, but you tire me. You tire me so, you group of elves, halfling, a dwarf, us. I require you to go to the docks this evening and talk to our new the shipmaster of Cantamont to prepare the ships for the crusade. Is it? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you speak? Do you have the mental capacity to speak back to me, or do I need to find someone else to do this for me?
Seems like you should have people who do just this kind of thing for you. Messengers and whatnot.
Yes, it is a small thing. It is a small, easy thing to do. But you know, my men have better, more important goals this evening. So that is why I ask you, because your time is that's important to me.
I made that wisdom check, but I only understand common and halfling thieves can't. Sorry.
Also, where is the
okay, hold on. So Sam, you said that out loud?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Immediately after he says that, I want to start speaking Draconic to him. To. Wow. It's just gonna be like the most, ridiculous insults imaginable, but it's all in Draconic, and nobody here understands that except me.
And you're speaking the insults
is an infernal
to
being.
Wa?
Yes.
Okay. Is you kind of lay into him with a string of insults that are kind of like tough on the throat, like a lot of f's and k's and like really aggressive language, and he looks at you slack-eyed and like just a little bit of mourning, shakes his head, and he says, yes, it seems your group is not as smart as I thought. Perhaps we need to go back to my original request. Why? Where is the reliquary from? Where's the reliquary from the reliquarium?
I guess it's too late. I wanted to do something that I thought I think would be funny, but it's all right. I can do it next time. Yeah. I mean, after I insult him in Draconic, I'm gonna sit back down and not bother with him.
We have still been working on getting the relic. Erky here has been working very diligently, I'm sure, on just that project.
Probably should be getting over there.
Says, yes, I understand. That's what I told you to do. Why is it not here?
Life happens, or maybe not life. Zombie snakes. I guess that doesn't count. So,
It's so hard to work. It is so hard to work with you. It's so frustrating. Listen.
Well, maybe if you had been more specific with
if you
the
think you can do it
completion
better
date
than
of
if
the
you think you can
project.
do this better than me, maybe you should go talk to the Duke.
I'm gonna turn to the rest of us and say that sounds like an actually good idea.
I love
mean,
that.
I think you're doing a great job. Administration is not one of my strong suits,
Give me a persuasion check.
but I
That's a lie.
Would that be deception or persuasion?
Deception. I'm sorry, deception.
I mean,
Can
I
you
mean,
get
neither of
the,
them are
the,
good.
the
so.
help action from me? No, because I just basically said, yeah, we should try to take his job. So there's no way I'm getting
19.
Natural 19.
Nice.
Says, very well, yes, the dwarf understands what I am doing. Oh,
I just don't understand why you need to ask. Why? It feels like it's personal. You know, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. I know we don't really see eye to eye, and that's fine.
yes, you
But, like,
literally do
making
not
us
see
run
me eye to
errands
eye.
for you.
You are low and I am the high. Yes, do you understand? Please, I mean, I keep
would
asking
be
you.
a
I'm
perfect
trying to be nice
opportunity
to this
for,
guy, and I really want to punch him in the dick. Now,
you know, you might be at optimum dick punching height.
that's what he just said it.
we could just take him up on his suggestion on talking with the Duke. Yeah, he's the highest ranked person. Maybe it shouldn't be that way. Let's go talk with the Duke.
He's gonna put one of us in charge. I don't want to do that. All right, let's go talk to the Duke. We'll see if we can get him to put Claude in charge.
Oh God,
Oh, yeah. Well,
I just realized we're a bunch of Karens. We're asking to see his manager.
Oh boy. The Duke is not
we
at
can't be
his.
decent to it.
This evening, the Duke is not at his throne. And you do notice that at the the hallway to get to the Duke's private quarters, you see both Helen and Claude. Not talking, but standing guard. Is that the right word?
For Claude, yes. For Helen, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that seems a little weird. I would be more okay if she were actually in the room with the Duke, not standing outside guarding.
Shall we go say hello?
Yes, let's do that.
Why not?
All right. As you approach, the Claude
Hey,
sees you and greets you.
hey, Claude. Hey, Melon.
Okay,
What
continue.
you guys doing?
If
Very
anyone were to have looked, you would have seen a newfound respect go over Sunset's face as she watched Sam.
Claude responds and said, we're just watching over the Duke. The Duke told us to stand guard outside for this evening."
Oh, that's weird, because we were supposed to meet with him tonight. Talk about crusade stuff.
Give me a deception check.
Technically, he's not wrong. We just don't have an appointment.
19.
Nice.
Claude looks at you and he says, "I don't really understand how that's possible. The Duke told us to not let anyone disturb him."
Well, yeah, so we wouldn't be busy when we came by.
Oh, you're good at this.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Claude says, "Very well, follow me."
Great.
And
Come on,
he
everyone.
leads you down the hallway into the master, chamber of what's
Does Melon come with us?
Melon is coming with you down the hallway, and
So good.
you open up you come to like the bed, like it's like a living space, and then a latrine, and I don't know, all the pieces of a living space, a dining room, a private dining room, and then you get to a large wood door that's the entrance to an actual bedroom. And Claude, with his fist, do on the door, and he says, "My lord, I have the heroes of Cantamont here to see you." And with
I would like to point out, Sam, you didn't roll a 19, you rolled a 21. Remember, you can't roll less than a 10 on
Oh yeah, that's right.
skills you're proficient in.
all right,
So does that mean for like all deception, it's a minimum of a 21?
Yes. He has a minimum of 21 for his
The-
deception checks.
The ultimate bullshitter.
I don't
Better
even know
start
what the
putting those
shit is
thresholds a
anymore.
little higher.
Ooh, yeah,
At
those
least when
specials.
Sam's involved.
You hear kind of like a commotion. People, you hear people moving objects around in the room beyond the door. A few moments later, footsteps come up, and then you hear the door unlock. You hear like a latch open, and the door creaks open, and you don't see the Duke like you remember him. You see he doesn't have all his regalia on. He doesn't have the crown on. He doesn't have armor, breastplate, and all that junk. He's just a guy in a linen shirt. And you see him just peek around the door.
We caught him on laundry day.
Peek around the door, and he says, yes, the heroes of Kentamont. What do you want?"
Oh, we were just wanting to stop by and chat. We heard you were concerned about the crusade and its success, and possible leads for finding the Duchess on the new continent, and we just wanted to hear if you had anything new to add. Wah seemed concerned that the crusade would fail due to his lack of leadership skills, so we wanted to reinforce that the crusade will succeed as long as we are a part of it. And to reassure you, my dude, we'll make it to the new continent, we'll find the whereabouts of the Duchess, and everything will be better once we're on that boat.
Boy, okay.
That was like the most lucid, longest string of speaking that Sam's ever produced.
That
So
is
just,
not a
like,
deception. So
Looking
give
at
me
him like shocked, like, what? Who are you?
give me a persuasion check.
What?
21.
Yeah, remember, that's at minimum of 21.
21. He says, "Yes. I have every confidence that you will do that. So will all those who serve under my crown. What more information do you need?"
Oh, Sunset had some questions for you, didn't she?
I'm still just kind of staring at Sam and not really registering what he's saying. So that's how that's going to look.
And Lode also had raised concerns from Wah's ineptitude earlier this year.
Lode kind of shakes himself out of his haze and shock at watching Sam be so eloquent, and says, "That's true, my lord. I don't believe that Wah is the man for the job to lead this crusade. He seems to be mismanaging his resources. He tried to send us as messengers to, like, just as errand boys instead of using our skills for, what they're best used for, or just delegating it to someone who could get it done faster. It seems like he's wasting time and resources. I believe, and I think Sam will back me up on this, that Claude would actually be the best choice for leading this crusade. Nobody is more dedicated to returning the Duchess to you and completing your family again.
Oh, that was
Loda's right.
that was an
Claude's been the
inspirational
backbone of
speech. I
this.
love it. Load, give me. Oh, this is a one-time shot for the team, for the whole team. Give me a persuasion check for all the marbles. Add advantage because Sam is helping.
Hold on.
That added, and Sam
Well,
is
add
helping
advantage?
you. Add advantage. But Load is not a great
I'll-
persuader.
Well, I'm gonna have the flash of genius on it, so he gets a.
How did you just roll a
Natural
double
20.
natural 20?
Hold on.
Hold on. Double natural
Did you
20.
literally just roll 2 nat 20s?
Nice.
Wow. We gotta
Suck it.
save that. Boom.
Holy cow.
Talk about
Oh,
lunch.
man. When it counts,
Nice.
baby.
That was pretty close.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Okay. So here we go.
I mean,
As you explain to the Duke all of your concerns,
Doesn't that count as like charm person
this is the hold on.
at that
Let-
point?
Let me get here.
For like the next month.
Sorry.
And
Go
you plead your case with such emotion and sincerity that you can see the Duke's eyes well with a little bit of water, like get a little teary-eyed, and he's locking you dead in the eyes, and he sees your commitment and your concern about finding the Duchess and the crusade. And with that, he kind of before he was kind of like peeking around the door like this, he kind of laxes his stance, and he ends up shuffling over, and he's just now standing straight in the doorway. You realize he's wearing a nightshirt and he has no pants on.
we caught him on
He
laundry day.
says,
It's fine.
Cool. I never wear a shirt. So.
As he does this, also, the door creaks open a little more, and you see into the room. And this is definitely his bedroom with his kind of office also. Like, there's a desk. And just Load, all four of you see this. You see... I don't know if you call it concerning. You see... Basically, you know the meme of Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's got like all the stuff on the wall and there's strings connecting, like crackpot tinfoil hat theory,
Conspiracy theory.
like conspiracy theory
Yep.
guy, and he's like looking
Yep.
crazy pointing at it. That's basically what you see.
Reasonable. We've
You
all
can
been there.
You see on there a sketch of the portal beneath the city. You see a large map of continents and strings passing from Varentia to Aquitaine to other countries surrounding Aquitaine. You see sketches of all four of the dead Doer's sisters, like the bodies, like kind of like quasi-scientific, like sketches of what they look like when they died, kind of thing. You notice all that, and also it looks like this room has seen better days. There's refuge in the corners, like a dim one candle's lighting the whole room. All the curtains are drawn over the windows. It's pretty, stinks of BO in this room. But then, as you notice all that as he opens the door, and he looks directly at Load, and he says, "Load, my dwarf champion, I see your sincerity and your commitment to Cantamont and to Aquitaine and to the lady.
Especially the lady.
One particular lady.
Oh yeah.
I see that I need champions I can truly trust on this crusade. The Crown has commissioned 3. Do you guys know the names of ships? Like, what's the a name of like a big ship back in fantasy days, like a clipper or a.
Okay,
You could just say we
Galleon?
have 3 ships
A
of the
galleon.
line, and that would just cover,
The Crown has commissioned
Corsair, I
3
think, is also one.
Corsair. That's a better word. 3 Corsairs to cross the ocean for this crusade. I give complete and utter control of one of those Corsairs to you 4. I leave one in control of Wa, and I give one complete control to Claude.
The 3.
I implore
Cool.
you to assemble your crew and assemble those most valuable to you to take on the crusade.
Nice.
So he is making Claude the overall commander of the expedition.
He is not. There will be no overall commander. There will be 3 commanders. Claude, Wa, and you 4.
And the 4 of us.
The 4 of us.
So
No.
6,
Let's say no.
technically.
I changed my mind. He is saying, Load. Since you convinced him, Load is the
that's
3rd
my
commander.
worst idea.
Loads in command.
All right. Fair enough. We can work with that.
The Dread Pirate Load.
2/3 of the resources under our control. Well,
What is-
with Claude's.
What would be my title in that situation? Am I captain?
Ooh, that's a
My
good point. You are going.
Marshal?
You're not
just-
the captain of
just
the ship.
commander.
Curious.
You are not. I mean, unless you want to like try to do it, you are not. You have no skills in sailing.
No, that sounds like it would be a bad idea.
There are too many dwarven sailors.
You.
Not a lot.
You, Wa, and Claude will all be named marshals.
I like it. That's all I need. I'm all good.
He says, "Is that all you need? Is there anything more you need, Claude?" And Claude looks visibly happy.
We need like something in writing so like people believe us.
Oh, yes. Can you handwrite a letter directly to summarizing exactly what you just said? That would be great.
He does that. He goes to his desk. He like pushes
Yes.
aside stacks of paper. He writes out this thing with the quill, stamps it with his official steel wax seal. All that mumbo
Do the rest of
jumbo.
us have suitably ostentatious titles?
Oh, I can provide titles now. I'm the marshal.
You have like
Anything
a
under
sash.
marshal.
I'm
he's
on it.
The
technically-
Duke,
You
the
guys
Duke has
got
not named
ranks
any of you as titles,
coming
but,
out your ears.
The marshal can do as he pleases.
You guys
That's all
got
I care
ranks on
about.
ranks.
All right.
We'll come up with
Cool.
suitably grandiose ones later.
Can I be a rear admiral?
Absolutely. I think you already are.
You could always be my rear handle.
Uh,
All right. With that, he's like, okay, is that everything? Everything, and he's like closing the door as he's saying this. Like, okay, thank you, bye. Click.
also, like, are you okay?
Too late. Door's
Do
closed.
you need anything? All right. Well, never. I think we got what we wanted.
Yeah.
Claude,
And so did somebody
you
else.
and us. You and us. We're teaming up. Wa can go off and screw up on his own. That's fine with me. But if you are willing to, partake on this endeavor together, I would like to offer you our cooperation and a partnership.
Claude says, "Yes, I understand.
Of our ships.
I gladly
Right,
accept
yeah.
a partnership
Our
with you.
sections.
I will be filling my Corsair with my closest knights, and I encourage you to find your closest allies for this journey."
Oh boy.
Well, we don't know that many people, so like if you have any overflow, you just like send them our way. You know more people than can fit on your boat that would be suitable for it. We'll come up with our crew, but if I'm sure we'll probably have extra seats.
I know at least 13.
Only so many sandwiches.
You can never have too many sandwiches.
All right.
No one walks away from a sandwich.
No one walks away from a sandwich.
One of the best lines ever in Binding Roll.
All right. Yeah. At this point, Claude escorts you out the door. On the walk out the hallway, Helen kind of positions herself next to Lode, and Helen says, Master Dwarf, I see you have... Let me be straight and forthright with you. I wish to be part of your crew.
Finally.
I have understanding and knowledge of the vitalism movement in Varentia, and I could be invaluable to you.
Stay on the boat. She never says the word vitalism.
So I'm starting to think of my list of people. This is a very new opportunity and
I'm
responsibility.
gonna elbow you
for
in the
us.
head because you're shorter than I am, and I'm trying to elbow you in the shoulder, and I'm gonna say, do it.
Are you elbowing?
All right.
Load.
Consider yourself part of our contingent.
Oh, Helen smiles, so kind of small smirk, and she says, I am at your service. And with that, she wanders away as you enter the Great Hall.
Well, shall we go see your new ship, your command?
Yeah, so definitely this is
Now we have a reason to go down.
you need a few key positions on the boat to make this work. You definitely need a captain, someone who is skilled in sailing.
Oh, then you come up. Okay.
You need.
Well, I guess it's being built, so sure.
I'm gonna call this position like a steward, like someone to manage all of the livestock going on board, as well as essentials.
Master.
What else would you need? You need someone that is the master of the weapons on the boat, for instance, cannons. So weapon master and steward, captain, and a navigator. All four of these positions, the four of you can attempt to fill them, or you can get someone to fill them.
What about brewmaster?
Brewmaster, you can have that position.
handled.
That has your name written right all over it.
Oh,
I think Erky is weapon master. If she is
Cannons?
interested in
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody I know knows cannons better than Erky.
Make things go boom.
just
Like,
don't
like,
make
that's-
them go boom too well.
Yeah, it might get us all killed, but feels right.
All right. Get my boom tubes going.
The other
Well, let's get to the
So-
ship.
Uh,
Let's go.
Actually, you know what? One more
Yeah.
position. I don't know the correct name, but someone that is really good at ropes and sails, like the maintaining and making those ropes and sails. And let's call it carpentry also, like masts and like the actual structure of the ship.
Shipwright.
I think
So you need
Thatcher,
captain.
I think, is actually for
Well-
netting and
Well, it's more than that.
whatnot. I think
I'm kind of
Thatcher.
I'm taking a bunch of things and kind of jamming them into one position.
yeah.
But ropes, sails, nets, and like woodwork, like the structure of the boat.
Boat stuff.
Boat stuff. Let's call him boat master.
Yeah. All right. Boat guy.
Boat master, weapon master, steward,
Or lady.
Is that all of them? What did I miss
Mistress.
the last one? Oh, and
Weapon
navigator.
mistress
Navigator.
is Erky.
Okay, so those are the 5
Dude,
positions.
instead of steward, quartermaster generally fits better.
Oh
but
yeah,
that's
quartermaster.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess the ship is still being built, or is it?
No,
been
it
launched?
arrived in the cove this week. All 3 of them.
Okay. I guess the first thing I would do would be to ask whomever it was that piloted the ship here if they would like to, if they are available to do the same for the Crusade.
That person would be down at the docks.
Use war chest to do recruitment. So we got this.
Well, while we're down at the docks, we could, take a stop in at the Unicorn's Bounty, and
Definitely.
we got 2 friends right there that, hey, maybe they know somebody, maybe they can do some of this stuff,
Porky seems like he'd be a pretty good quartermaster.
right?
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
All right, so you head out. As you're leaving the keep, definitely the usual suspects are all eyeing you. Kind of, they know something's up. That is Zenislav. That is the Italian guy, whatever his name was.
Giovanni?
Giovanni Zenislav,
Gio.
and
That dude
Ham.
owes me
And
a
Ham.
drink.
Ham Sandwich is eyeing you also.
Is Wa there?
Yeah, and Wa, of
Because
course.
I would like to give him. I would like to, borderline pompous, walk up to him and hand him.
Damn, I don't
that
have minor
note
illusion anymore.
from the Duke.
I was gonna play a fanfare as you walked towards him, but I can't do it. I don't have minor illusion.
As you walk to Wa, he looks at you with an inquisitive, confused
Erky
look
has
in
minor
you,
illusion.
and you hand him the official declaration from the Duke. And he looks at it, he's reading it, and all of a sudden he's like, "What? I don't, what, how? This is unbelievable. This is an insult to my family."
Oh, you don't understand the written common language?
Puny little dwarf. And he's spitting
Can't
under his
Wa
breath.
read?
He says, I will, because of this, my corsair will beat yours to Ferentia, period. And he slaps down his glove with the sheet of paper and walks away.
Whatever.
Go seize that beachhead. That's the best part on
Yeah.
being part of Vanguard. You do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm 100% okay with him being there first.
Scope it out for us.
Knock yourself out.
So that's
The only
that's what he-
downside to this is there's no opportunity for us to, go for a swim in full armor at night.
There'll be
We
swamps.
can
It's
get
fine.
close during mid-journey. We can get close in the night, and Sam can do some piratey stuff.
Why limit it to just Sam? Let's make it a family event. Get the whole Sandwich clan involved.
We have an entire journey to
We can scheme later.
scheme later. We're gonna have nothing to do on the boat, so
That's right,
I think we're gonna
plenty
have
of hours
everything to do on the
burn.
boat.
Alright.
With that,
Good
the
enough.
crowd is
Let's
still
go see your
watching this as it all happens, and Wa storms off to his room. Do you want to speak to anyone else in the keep, or are we heading to the Unicorn's Bounty?
I would like to speak to Zenislav.
Okay.
I would as well. We did have that thing.
As you walk over to Zenislav, he looks up from his paperwork. He says, "Little dwarf, what can I do for you?"
So, my friend, I was just given command of one of the 3 corsairs going out on the crusade. I have 2 propositions for you. 1, would you like to be... Infernal dwarves are very organized. Would you like to be the quartermaster for this section of the crusade? And before you answer, number 2, would you like to provide weaponry? I will have somebody else do the actual, operation and organization of it. But would you be interested in providing some of that sweet, sweet Infernal Dwarf technology?
Sweet Infernal Dwarf's gunpowder.
Sweet, sweet ID tech.
He looks at you and a little bit
How many
of
persuasion checks am I gonna have to roll here?
definitely his big black bushy eyebrows lift up a little bit and he's like, and he leans back in his chair and he says, before I give you an answer, you must know one thing now that you're a leader, one of the 3 marshals of the crusade. And he takes out a leaf of paper from his stack and he slides it over to you.
Okay, I will pick it up and look at it.
Whew, give me... What would language be a test? Like, what tests would language fall under?
Wisdom.
Just a straight wisdom?
Of course.
No, hold on, because there's a feat that directly corresponds with language, and I believe it gives you a skill point.
Let me check here. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's see here.
Intelligence. So the linguist feat gives you +1 intelligence and an additional language.
Straight intelligence
So I would
check.
say intelligence is the likely.
Okay. A 4.
This piece of paper... Okay, so you can read and write. So you understand the title on the piece of
Yeah.
paper. And all you understand is it says contract. Everything below that is words that you understand, but them in conjunction make no sense to you.
Gotcha. I don't speak legalese.
A lot of legalese going on right now.
Yeah. I look at him and say, is it like signed at the bottom by anybody? Or
Yes, you do
is it a
notice that
blank
it's
contract?
signed by, yeah, let's say Zenislav. It says, payer, Zenislav, and beneficiary, I don't know if you understand that word, the Duke. Duke Cantemont.
Hey, Marshal Lowe, dude, yeah, you need some help?
Yeah. Definitely. Let me just show this to my advisors.
All right, so 3 of you come
I'll
over.
try to
hand it out.
Give me an intelligence check at advantage. This is a one-time for the whole group.
Okay, well, 15 is the first roll. All right, a little bit better. 16.
16. So yeah, you understand this as a contract between the Bashib Kegnat Fruit Company and the Duke of Cantemont. This is for a
Oh, we're gonna
large
start
sum
a
of...
Banana Republic. This will be awesome.
It is for an it's basically a loan document
Okay.
that has given the Duke enough gold to pay for the boats and labor to to distribute through businesses in the city to produce all the food, all the horses, all the armor, all the weapons, all that.
So Zenislav is already underwriting this whole thing.
That's the gist of what you guys get from this document, but again, you guys are no lawyers, and there are parts of this you do not understand.
So we don't know, like, these are the payment terms and blah, blah, and all that sort of stuff. It's just the money came from the fruit company to pay for the expedition.
Correct.
And that's it. Okay. So
and Zenislav says, now that you are a marshal, you are responsible for 1/3 of this contract.
For your bubble sink.
Great. Okay.
I can join your corsair and help you for a simple contract similar to this.
Never mind. Seems like you're involved enough in this as it is. Wouldn't want to overburden you.
We might have a little bit higher degree of success if Zanislav is on our boat, as opposed to.
That's too much oversight.
Seemingly without you noticing, he produces a new contract, unsigned, and slides it in front of you.
He's an infernal dwarf. He has several blanks in a handy pocket.
He probably has them already filled out with all of our names individually on, individual ones.
Probably signed it in a drunken stupor and didn't even realize.
I don't.
Load, I suggest, maybe take a copy of the contract to review, and don't want to rush into anything.
Yes, I will take a copy of the contract for which we are responsible for 1/3 of. Other than that, I think we're good. I don't
Very
like
well.
to sign my name to too many things.
And he nods and then goes back to his paperwork.
I should have known that was how that was gonna go.
As you're
Every
walking
time
away,
with the
as you're
infernal
walking
dwarfs.
from Zenislav, yeah, that's it. Never mind. Okay, what's next?
Oops. Or Unicorn's Bounty. For recruitment.
Unicorn's bounty first.
All right, you head to Unicorn's Bounty, and it's a lively night at the Unicorn's Bounty. Porky is behind the bar. There's some entertainment on the stage. A band of three instruments. One of is the tub with one string playing the bass on it. Maybe a banjo in there. Darius is again is again down by the no, it's less hillbilly, and it's got and one guy's got the small accordion. It's more like sea shanty,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, the accordion makes all the difference.
Yeah, there you go. You're right. You're
Bring that
exactly
guy
right.
with
Yeah.
us.
In the back door, there's Darius again.
We hire the band.
That's not a bad idea. You see Darius by the back door. The doors are open and the fighting pits are open. And Porky sees you, and the usual. Hi, laddies, welcome back. It's good to see you. Here's a beer for you, Sam. And he hands Sam a beer.
Another beer. Great.
He says as he finishes the one he was already holding.
I only have 2 hands, Porky.
All right. Well, Load will go up to Porky and say, Porky, you seem like the kind of guy who can organize things and get things done. How would you like to be part of the next crusade as the quartermaster to my ship?
Oh, give me a persuasion check.
God damn it.
What's Sam doing to persuade?
And there's the three of you around there, so it's at advantage. At advantage.
Cool.
Got this.
Come on,
18.
Load. Persuade.
Yeah.
You didn't need much. Porky says, you're the best group of lads in this whole town. I'll follow you anywhere. I've got
Two of
my
us are ladies.
my
for the
my
record.
cousin. Oh, what's Porky's cousin's name is Meatball.
Mhm.
Meatballs, because
Yes.
Meatball can come run the bar. I'll follow you anywhere, Load.
Love the names in this campaign.
It's gone.
I
Was
sense
I was
a,
thinking because Porky.
sense a
Porky's is
predestined
like
ma-
a stupid teen comedy from back in the day. Like what's another stupid teen comedy from like the 80s? And I was thinking Meatballs.
Man, Meatballs was great.
Well, and I sense a predestined marriage. Meatball sandwich.
Ah,
Oh,
there are a few female
there
members
you
of the
go.
Sandwich family out there, so
write that into
would
the
almost
into
have
the
to be.
campaign. Meatball sandwich.
So
So,
Porky is now
Still
your
looking
quartermaster.
for
So we need
court. So we need a captain, and we
a
need the navigator. And there's the
Urky-
tool guy thing, right?
Urky's
shipwright
the
thing.
Urker's the weapon master.
Yeah, so we need captain, navigator, and shipwright person. I'm hoping all three of those, or at least the captain and navigator, will be on the boat from when it got here, and we can hire them. if they're
Well, what about our biggest fan?
I don't feel like Darius has any particular skills, maybe at all, and not necessarily in navigation.
Still
in any
need
of the
fighters
relevant
and
things.
things like that. I mean,
Well,
that's just a
I
list
at the
of
very
bring him
least-
along.
At the very
on-
least,
Yeah.
we can get him to be our recruitment for fighters.
Yeah,
While we're here,
yeah, we can get some
Problem, Darius, is
scrappy
you're
types.
bad at everything.
You definitely
He's
all four
very
noticed.
good at what
Darius
he
Darius has
does.
noticed you've come into the bar and is you can see him like itching to come over and talk to you, but yeah, doing the little like hi, the wave thing, but he knows he has to stay at his
Overexcited
post
wave.
for the fighting pits. Also, something to note here, like you need people to fill these specific positions, but you can take as many people as you want if you want to take more people.
How many people can this boat hold theoretically?
A lot. This is a large boat. This could probably,
Like 100?
I'd say 100. Let's say 100.
I feel like that's lowballing it.
But this is including
maybe
the
100 passengers.
yeah 100 passengers. But this is including like plus
their
all of
gear,
their
stuff like that.
food, not only for the trip but for getting there, and then horses too, and livestock and like yeah, it's
And
a
a
big boat.
hippogriff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to find the
And-
hippogriff.
Oh yeah, good call.
I haven't forgotten,
That's why you're the marshal.
apparently.
I imagine
Okay.
Sam's animal handling skills are amazing.
True.
Got little
You might end
birds
up
up.
being the hippogriff guy, Sam.
Yep.
That's perfectly okay with me.
I figured it might be.
You want to talk with Darius? He looks like he's
Oh,
As you're standing there,
Getting sweat.
Porky says to the group, he says, Hi, if I'm the quartermaster, are any of you lads good at sailing?
No.
We will be.
Do you happen to... Somebody sailed the ship here.
Aye, of course,
If the
of course,
people who
Lode.
sailed the ship here aren't available to sail it for the crusade, perhaps could you suggest someone?
Lode, I don't.
You know a lot of dock type people.
I suggest you head over to the back of the saloon here. You should go to the captain's lounge. I'm sorry you didn't know about this before,
Oh,
but there
there's
is
a
a
whole
specific
lounge.
Always
area.
been there?
This has always been there. You know,
The
all of a sudden
super-
it's always there.
Super secret.
But there is
It's right
a
next to the
designated
champagne.
area, kind of like an officer's lounge in the military kind of situation. A special place, maybe just a
Lucky
table in the
for us.
corner that's a little bit nicer. This is where the captains hang out from the docks.
Okay. Well, we'll go over there then.
All right, so as you
I have
approach,
a feeling.
you see an interesting group of
Who do
people.
we see?
You see four. I'm sorry, three. You see three. Official Equitanian military garb captains. They undid their top button, but they have their hat off. Humans sitting at the table. Next to them are two, what looks like merchant captains. A little poofy shoulders, long velvet coat, lavish, maybe a couple gold chains around the neck, a big poofy white hat, it's slooped off to one side. And then sitting at the end of the table are a pair of people that it's pretty interesting looking. At the end of the table, there's two individuals. One is a giant, what you are familiar with as an ogre. Approximately double the size of a human and wider than double, an ogre. And this ogre is wearing a giant, pirate's hat, Pirates of the Caribbean hat, humongous, with a giant ostrich feather sticking out the top. And he's the one
I like
talking.
him already.
He's got a big leather vest on. The white shirt that poofs out at the cuff with like prints, And he is the one regaling the table with a tale of how he sailed. Hold on one second here. How he sailed around the bottom of Tafria. And has sailed and has seen every coast of Tafria. Tafria is the quote-unquote African continent in this world. Sitting next to him is... This is pretty, it's chilly weather. It's not cold, but it's chilly. You see a human of a little average, more than average size, but he's shirtless. And he's got a big braided blonde beard. And on over his shoulder is a circular shield with a metal bulb in the center of the shield. And he's wearing just leather pants with white fur trim on it. And he's not even sitting, he's standing behind the ogre, arms crossed, quiet. And as you walk up, he said, the ogre is like, yeah, when we crossed the bottom of Tafria, we saw the jungles. And I could see the peaks of the great pyramids of Tafria. Man, oh man, and they were magnificent, I tell you. They were quite bombastic, if you will. Wink, wink. And then I was there, and And all of a sudden, the whole jungle started running after me ship. There were goblins, and there were orcs, and there were humans, all of them together. I tell you, there were thousands of them. There was a cacophagation of them, and they were all after me. But I nearly hopped on my ship and talked to my good friend Luke here, and he points to the guy with his arms crossed next to him. And and Luke and I jumped in the boat and we were gone. They were too slow for us. What do you say? That's a gargantuan story, if you will.
I love that story. That's a great story.
That is quite the tale, my friend.
I see
some
some people love a good story, and he cheers as you. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to you, friend.
Cheers, big fella. It just so happens that I'm looking for a captain to take a ship from here to Varentia.
With that,
Think you're up to the job.
There's a little bit of you say that, and there's like a little bit like, the music stops and there's a scratch on the turntable, like, and everyone kind of looks at you like. The three. Give me an insight check.
I was muted. Yeah, I had a good line there, but it's too late.
Ah. Critical fail. Natural one.
Wait.
Sam.
Made up all that bullshit.
Just my naturally lucky presence allows you to re-roll that. one
Ooh.
there, Lo.
Oh.
Thank goodness. A 7.
Okay, that's good enough. Don't worry, that's good enough. I needed a 5. You definitely notice
Wow.
as the three Equitanian military captains look you up and down, or it's more just down and down because they're above you, and they say, "You're I can't French accent. I'm not even gonna do it. You are one of the marshals? Where is Wa?"
The command of the upcoming crusade has been distributed between Wa, myself, and Sir Claude, whose last name I cannot recall at this moment.
What was his name? Here we go. Claude Defay.
And Sir Claude Defay. It was at my request to the Duke that this happened. I believed that Wa was mismanaging preparation of the crusade.
The ship captains say, You've been named Marshal? Sir Claude is a great warrior, and
Yeah,
Wa...
you got a fucking problem with that? Rolling intimidation.
Here we go.
17.
Oh, with that, they as you say that, and you kind of lurch at them a little bit, and they cower, and they go, we've got to go. We got to check this with Wa.
Yeah,
and they
shut up.
And the three
Talking
of
to the
them
big guy.
get up, and then the last one, as he's walking out, he says, "The Marshal Wa will hear about this," and he runs out the door. And with that, the next you see is the two merchants. One has got the big red jacket with the hat and the neck accordion piece and all that good stuff. And he says, "Hello, you're in need of a captain. I am Argento. I am a great. I am the top fur trader in this region, and I know all the ways across the ocean. I know all the secret routes."
straight line. I don't know that there are that many secret routes.
There-
But how
there
are you when there are fireballs flying at your ship?
Or from your
Fireballs.
ship.
Fireballs.
Or when your ship itself is on fire?
Hey, I have yet to set a ship on fire.
I didn't necessarily mean you.
Oh, it'll be on fire. Don't worry.
With that, he says, ooh, that sounds bad for business. I must go. And he
Yeah,
gets up and
that's-
walks away.
Big guy? Huh?
Lastly, there's one more other merchant there. This whole time, freaking the ogre is just sitting there. Every time one leaves, he gives a big chuckle. He's like, ho, 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 with his arms crossed across his big belly. The next guy
What about you?
is.
What are you afraid of?
Hold on 1 second. Where are you? There you are.
The military officers.
This
Recruit for the
guy is
Duke's
wearing.
Officer Corps.
This guy is wearing basically a long chainmail shirt, like a chainmail shirt that goes down to his knees, and he's wearing an iron helmet that has hanging chainmail beneath his eyes, like a mask. But you can see his eyes. He has dark olive skin and dark brown eyes, and he speaks to you in a very unique accent that you are unfamiliar with. I'm not even gonna try it, but. He says, I am the captain that can help you. I am the master trader of the Middle Sea. I ferry the greatest resources from northern Tafria to the great nations of Betia. You do notice on his belt he has a large curved sword.
Well, gentlemen, I'm intrigued by both of your energies here. You both seem pretty cool. Each give me a 30-second pitch on why I should pick either of you.
Oh, God.
You, curved sword guy, go first.
Curved sword guy is I am a master boatsman of the Kassar. I was born, raised, and I shall die upon the waves of the sea.
Wow.
We might be able to help with that last one.
And before he starts to
Knowing
go
us,
in
it's
this
almost
eloquent
guaranteed.
speech, he's like gathering his breath and about to say something, and all of a sudden the ogre says, "That's bullshit."
Oh, I like him.
And the ogre says, "You aren't the most eloquacious freaking sailor on these oceans. I am, and my buddy the Asklander here
All right, big guy.
My buddy the Asklander is gonna kick your ass."
I turn back to the first guy. Your rebuttal?
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, okay. So with that, the Kassar looks at very calmly, doesn't react. Looks at the ogre, looks back at you, and just walks away. And the ogre says, "Well, I guess it's just you and me, dwarf."
Guess so.
Okay.
He says, "Well, sit down. Let's share a drink, and I'll introduce myself. Who are your three friends here?"
Well, my name is Load, and these are my friends Erky, Sam, and Sunset.
So, as
Now, tell me about your experiences.
as Erky approaches, he says, "Well, hello, little lady," and he bows down and he says, "May I extend my hand to you in a form of friendship, my little lady.
Yikes.
We
Nice
can
to
always
meet
just
you. Yeah, just maybe not right now. Maybe later.
Ah, and the
It's extended hand gun. Right. Well, reluctantly reach out, just like, right, with general handshake. Has he shaken Lode's hand?
no.
Seems far more interested in you.
And I imagine this isn't a handshake.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna shake the hand. Like if it was just like, oh, general introduction, it's like, okay, fine. But if it's like, yeah, you have quite a tall tale of your travels.
They're all true, little gnome. They're all true. I'm the greatest.
Insight check.
Ooh, okay, give me an insight check.
Thousands of them chasing after you. I'm surprised
11.
that the
You can tell he's exaggerating a little bit, but I mean, it seems like he's traveled that far.
Does he have like scars?
He doesn't have scars, but his regalia, his clothing, you know, an ostrich feather coming out of the hat is a incredibly unique thing in this environment. He's been places.
Okay. That's something.
And then he turns to Sunset
ostrich feather store.
says, "And I see we have a tall lady also. You must be one of those Sylvan elves."
At being called Tall Lady, Sunset will just cross her arms and kind of stare him down.
Oh,
Is that any worse than Magic Lady?
I see you're a saucy one. Well, I like a little excitement in my life. Please sit down. Sit down. Ignore Luke. He's one of those dumb Asklanders from up in the north. Don't worry about him. And Luke doesn't say a thing.
Surprise.
Well, my friends, my name is Deadrock Stone. That's my family name, but you know, everyone on the seas calls me Wisewell, because I'm so eloquacious with the words.
Fair enough.
What's your name?
I think I actually already did the introductions, but
Oh, you did not. Yeah, you did.
very nice to meet you, Wisewell.
So
I just-
where
I give
do
a little
you
nod
need to be,
to Luke.
You need to be taken to Varentia, is that
Up.
correct?
Yes, so we have a ship already.
Mm-hmm.
We need a captain, and if you know one already, a navigator to get us there. And if you also happen to know one, we need, a boat stuff guy. Shipwright, ropes.
Well, you come to
sails,
the, you
all
come
that
to the right
jazz.
place, Lode. I'm the best captain on the oceans, and my friend here, the quiet one, he's a pretty good boat guy. He can fix just about anything.
Okay. Do you happen to know a navigator?
Well, I can navigate too. I told you I'm the best captain on the ocean.
I mean, I feel like if we just get a compass or something, maybe we could probably handle that on our own.
Excuse me, dwarf. Handle it on your own. That is some magniferent.
I mean, not me
Logic there, my friend.
specifically, but the people we've already kind of hired to do the job.
The oceans
Handle
of
the
this world
navigating
will
part.
swallow you up, Lode. And only the smartest of navigators can get you around the ocean. I'm slowly fading into a Western gentleman.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when did this become the Wild
I really
West?
like it, actually.
Well,
Keep him talking.
Giddy up and rawhide.
I just want to know how you're gonna keep these characters going this whole voyage across the ocean.
That sounds good to me. I mean, if you're confident in your ability to get us there, then you obviously know more about sea voyages than I do. So,
Without a
I'm
doubt,
willing
Lode,
to,
I can get you across the ocean. That depends on where you want to go across the ocean, and there's always the small matter of my compensation. So I'm gonna
we hadn't
hold
really
on one.
talked about that.
I'm gonna just do one little thing here. We're gonna bring up the map. Hold on 1 second here. Let's get to the world map.
I believe we want to start with Fredericksburg, or is it?
Yep.
Oh, that's the
well,
that's
my
the
friend.
Empire colony,
Load.
Empire settlement.
We can go to Fredericksburg. That's my friend Luke here will have a few friends and maybe some kinsmen over in Fredericksburg. That is where the Asklanders have established a fort on the Varentia. We could also head to Agua Dulce. That is the largest trading hub in Varentia, and that is a.
Sure sounds Equitanian to me.
It's not. That is
Damn.
that is the largest trading hub in Varentia. It was established by the Destrians, which is the equivalent of the Spanish.
Gotcha.
The last option you have, which I prefer not to pursue, is to go to Karasen, which is the island here. That is a natural stopping point along the ocean, a place of restitude, if you will, where you could find resources, and this is a spire where the highborn elves live.
Ooh, we don't have such great luck with highborn elves. Maybe we'll just go straight for.
What are you talking about? Vespasian loves us. Or no, the other thing. He hates our guts. That's right.
Yeah, I get those confused sometimes.
It's a thin line, you know. It's a thin line.
I think we want to go straight for. Well, we need to go to either Agua Dulce or Fredericksburg. Between now and when we leave, I will have a more definite answer for you.
That is no problem. That's no problem with me, my friend. Now there's the what do you have to pay your passage across?
I have no idea.
All
We
I
really
ask
go
is
over what
for
I
a humble requisition of 50% of any plunder you come across.
This isn't really a plunder kind of thing, I don't think, but... Sam, you handle this part. He's my negotiator.
So, how do you feel about the hierarchy of the system of command of ships? Let's say, hypothetically, there were 3 ships traveling together across the ocean.
One is traveling at
along the
4 miles
way-
per hour, and one leaves the second
Yeah.
train station B at X miles per hour.
And the captain of, let's say, the 3rd ship was beset by a strange illness at sea, being a landlubber himself, and perhaps perished along the way, leaving his entire vessel open to, let's say, seizure by the nearest party. Would something like that qualify as compensation? A ship, a crew, gear.
We still need all that stuff, though.
My friend, my friend Sam, the laws of the ocean are a mysterious, eloquacious one. They, ones,
Keep using that word.
there is
I
one
don't think
word.
it means what you think it means.
Well, he's misusing a word that he's also mispronouncing.
Right, that doesn't
And at this
exist.
point, Sunset walks away in disgust.
don't mind her.
You see, the laws of the ocean. The captain is the captain of his ship, and he is the final say for his ship. But whatever happens in the middle of the ocean, stays in the middle of the ocean, and nothing is said once the wiser.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm with you that was the rule out there. Thanks for confirming that. That's probably what'll happen. So if you don't mind sailing on a bit of expectation, I think we would have a pretty good trip.
I have some sort of budget for all of this, I'm assuming. It's not just, all right, here's your ship. Go find some people and pay for it yourself.
You don't know that. That might be in the paperwork.
What the hell are the infernal dwarfs paying for?
Oh, I guess you did know dollar amounts. So, in the contract, the infernal dwarves, the part that you understood, the the fruit company was paying the city of Cantamont 300,000 gold for this.
All right, I can give you 500 gold to get us there, and then 20% of all of the plunder from our third of this.
Give me a good old persuasion check.
Damn it.
What's 5? I'll throw in what's it called? Something of genius.
Flash of genius. Yeah.
So 15.
15.
So that is one mighty fine and generous deal there, my good friend Lode. But I do believe
I'll even throw in a dictionary.
I do believe 1,000 gold and 30% of any plunder is a more equitarious arrangement.
Now, does that get split between you and the navigator and boat guy Luke back there?
Oh no, sir. That is just a payment for yours truly, the captain, the best captain in the ocean.
All right. How about this?
Lotus side. I don't know. All money for one dude.
I have no say in this. I walked out.
This is
All
a
right.
pretty steep.
We keep the back end deal 30% of the plunder shared out between your crew. And I give you 5,000 gold for your entire crew to man this boat. You provide every single person that is needed to run this thing. We'll feed them, we have supplies and all that stuff, but we need all of the sailors coming from you. You're the ones who know how to do it anyways. I'm assuming you're a captain, you have a crew.
Give me
More than just Luke.
One more
I
persuasion
like Luke,
check.
but
One
we
more
need more than
persuasion
that.
check.
How does this keep happening? Yes. Nat 20.
He stops and waits for a minute.
Nice.
And he sticks out his big mitt of a hand, which is basically like double the size of yours. And he says, "You have a certificated deal there, my gentleman, my friend."
Spit in my hand. Shake him.
Then you do like a Predator arm slap, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other guy. They hit.
Oh yeah, like the forearm shake. You got your spit all over my arm, man. Gross.
I will provide all of the sailors.
muted
I will
again, Sunset.
provide the boatsman, and I will also provide a navigator. When do you plan to leave, and where would you like? Oh, you tell me. You will tell me where you would like to go on a later date.
We know vaguely when, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks from now. No, 2
Okay,
weeks from
I
now.
will
2
give him
weeks.
the approximate date. Let him know that I will send someone to confirm in the meantime.
All right. He says, "Let us have a drink to in this celebratious instance that we will drink to our merry agreement."
I love this guy because it means you have to keep making up words and you have to keep doing that accent for the rest of this journey.
I kind of like how it kind of shifted
Cheers
into
to him.
like like a snake oil salesman from the Old West.
I love him. He seems awesome.
All right, so you have officially hired the captain, Captain Wisewell. And you now have Luke, the boatsman, and the navigator will
The
be filled.
Asklander boatsman,
The
which should be
Asklander
a good
boatsman.
thing.
It's now late in the evening. Is there anything else you wish to do?
I'm all good.
Later in the
We
evening,
named this boat.
after a few drinks, your good friend Darius approaches you. He says, "Oh, the burning blades. Oh, I heard you guys are going on the crusade, and you're a commander of your own boat. Like that doesn't happen. That is crazy. You guys are amazing. Please take me with you. Please."
All right, Darius. You can come with us, and we need your help recruiting some more people to come along. Now, I don't just want any old pit fighter. I'd prefer ones that have some sort of actual military training and some sort of discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know you know these fighters inside and out. That sounded super dirty. You know these fighters very well. Yeah, if you can tell me which ones would be not just good fighters, but, dependable members of an actual mission.
Oh, Lode, yeah, you can trust me. I'll get the best of the best. And with that, he scurries off back into the fighting pits.
Okay. Hopefully he comes back with like a short list or something.
On the boat leaves in 4 weeks.
I'll yell that after him.
What, you say 4 weeks?
2 weeks.
Sam said
Sam
4.
wanted to say 4 weeks.
Yeah, did Sam intentionally want to say 4 weeks?
Meet you there, buddy.
You're totally coming with us. The boat leaves in 4 weeks.
All
I'm pretty
right.
sure there's going to be a whole lot of pomp and circumstance around the boats leaving, so he's going to know sooner rather than later that
We are already at the docks. Yeah, you would think he would know.
Yeah.
He's kind of an idiot, though, so who knows?
he wasn't always.
Okay. All right. The night's winding down. It's late in the night. Everyone's had a few drinks,
Well,
except for
most
Sunset, of
people
course.
have had a few drinks. Porky knows what's up.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, pretty much the whole crew. We need some more fighting people for the expedition, right? Once we actually get there. And yeah, we'll wait till tomorrow. Might be
Well,
fine.
Between
Quality
Darius and I'm hoping Claude knows more people than he can fit on his boat. Get some of that. So we don't know that many people. So
Yeah.
Sunset's like a whole plan was out there, but they just left. I'm assuming we bring all the sandwiches.
What about your
all the
girlfriend?
sandwiches?
She can stay here. Thank you very much.
Oh wait, who'd you say?
Talking about Marguerite.
Marguerite. Let's do a quick
She may wind up
aside.
coming along anyway.
What about that guy
Not
whose
on our boat, she's not.
whose family was taken hostage or whatever?
Sir Patrick.
Randall or something.
Sir Patrick.
Yeah.
Maybe. He does owe us one.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've been bad at networking.
Yeah, we really haven't made too many friends.
Well, I would argue that we've made lots of friends. They just keep dying.
We keep killing them.
I mean,
Yeah.
people know us. We
Not
may
what I
not know
said.
that-
I said they keep dying. Don't put this blame on me. Us.
Our reputation precedes us, so, and also, yeah, go to the officer corps and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Is there a
Guard.
disenfranchised contingent outside the gate still? We can like rally for
All the peasants.
cheap.
Maybe
Oh,
we don't want
fuck
to do
no.
that.
There are
You
they are
really
the
don't
peasants
wanna
out
do
there. There's no longer like the warrior priest that was kind of rallying them up in season 1. He's gone obviously, but there's still a large contingent of the peasants, the serfs of
What about the Order of the Crow? Is there still many of them around?
none of you
I
seen.
thought they
Why don't
left.
you check that check the secret room?
You definitely could if you'd like.
Okay.
So we get a few specific people, and then I feel like there's probably like an application process of knights who are looking to go on crusade.
Put some flyers up
So like
around.
a pile of resumes that we can look at.
Yeah,
or-
definitely. So let me.
Alright. That's good.
I guess you get the gist of this from Claude maybe at a later date, but
Yeah,
definitely
or at least
you
he
are
knows some people.
you. The 300,000 gold that was paid by the company. That's basically 1,000 gold for each boat.
You mean?
I mean, 100,000.
100,000
gold.
100,000. Excuse me. Approximately 60,000 of that 100,000 needs to go to pay for all the resources. Actually, let's make it 70.
Food,
700,000.
water,
Food, horses, supplies, all that jazz. So it leaves you with 30,000 gold.
Just take it and retire.
And then we spent 5 on the crew to get us there. And
Oh, yeah.
back.
Mhm.
Oh geez, don't give it to them now. Give it to them on the boat when we're leaving. Like, hey, you just run
No.
here it is.
Just talking about a
No,
budget.
they-
That's 5,000
they-
gold.
They get it on return. That's the way it works. They don't get paid now. They get paid on when we return after the crusade finishes.
The
Sure.
boat is so normally this gold would go toward like a natural a ship's crew that's through the Equitanian military. But they've kind of, those
Yep.
3 captains kind of abandoned you. So you're choosing the crew. Of the 100 people this boat can carry, approximately 90 of them are going to be knights, that are just literally being transported across the ocean for the crusade. And then there's some wiggle room in there
Okay,
for
so
yourselves.
we don't have to
choosing.
find all those guys.
No, that's a requirement of you doing this is you have to transport these knights there.
Okay, that's good. We don't need to know 100 people to fill this boat.
Yeah,
How long is
They're
this
not-
journey?
in the drunkenness, Wisewell tells you this is approximately a 2-month journey.
2 months. Wow. What does a hippogriff eat?
Meat.
There's going to be horses on there as well. Oh,
Yeah, but it's
see,
horses
So it'll
they
be
want.
be covered.
Just kidding.
That's what the peasants are for.
Oh, now I get why you wanted to get some of those. I assume we're bringing the sandwich family.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sam,
so you
wanna
could.
recruit
So there's
your
4 of you:
fam there.
the captain, the boatsman. 4, 5. You can fit
Like a seating
on
chart.
6 more people.
Is that after the sandwiches?
That's including the sandwiches.
Or how many halflings?
Yeah, I'd say they're half size. So 12 more people.
Yeah, but halflings eat the same amount of food.
More, probably.
Yeah, probably more.
Yep.
All right, 6 more people. We can find 6 more people.
And you don't necessarily have to either. You can leave those spots blank. It's completely up to you guys.
Yeah.
Is there anybody we're not thinking of from season 1?
Everybody
think
else
you
from
killed
season 1
everybody
is
now.
dead or already there, actually.
Yeah, already coming with.
Well, no.
Already. Yeah. Good point.
Last I heard, Calypso was already there. She'd
I
already
would like
left.
to reach out to one friend who might be able to help us in this.
Who was that?
My good friend Griffin from Wilhelmshaven.
Ah, yes.
Seems
Yeah.
like he'd be able to help.
Nice.
I hear he knows a couple of people with a floating lily pad.
Okay. You can send out. I guess you can send a messenger to get to Griffin. But he's
Okay.
Ask
days
Walt
away.
to go as the
Days
messenger.
away.
So I would say Griffin, some more of the sandwiches, and then like 1 or 2 of Darius's best guys.
Okay.
Not including Darius.
Mm,
Why you guys not like
maybe
Darius?
we can
He's
sneak
so
him
eager.
onto Claude's ship. He's too eager. He's needy. Nobody wants that.
So
I'm
on
not
the
sure
way
if
back,
he's-
you're discussing
So-
this on the way back to the keep.
No, we should
let's
bring
say.
Darius with us. He's a dread elf. They know the ocean. He can help.
Yeah. He's a part of the retinue.
We got to be real careful with Darius, otherwise he could turn out like the fan in Oblivion. where you snub him too much and he returns with this, the best armor you could possibly get anywhere ever and murders us.
Is that
That was a
incredible
quest line
superpowers.
in Oblivion.
Yeah, snubbing the fanboy.
Yep.
On the way back to the keep this evening, late night, you I need everyone to take a perception check.
Right, first roll with the new dice.
And-
Don't let me down.
Turkey's got 10.
Load's got 10.
Perception, you said?
Perception.
14.
All right. Sam and Sunset realize this, that as you're entering the keep, you notice down one of the side alleys on the side of the keep, you see a wagon that's not normally there. You see a wagon with something large inside of it, covered in a tarp kind of situation. And one horse pulling it, and it looks like two riders on the cart that are going into that back door of the keep.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know what that is. Hey, Lode, I think your girlfriend's here.
Okay. Should we stealthily investigate? And by which I mean Sam, who basically can't fail.
You just watch me. Yeah, I'm gonna like take a little peek around the corner and see what I can see.
All right, give me
With
a
my
stealth check.
Stealthiness. Oh man, 16.
You're fine.
18.
Oh yeah, gosh, I can't remember that for nothing. 18.
Don't worry, I'll keep reminding you. I got you.
That is plenty. You
Memory
turn the
ain't so
corner,
great.
and you see that this cart has pulled up to the back gate, and the tarp has been pulled off of it, and it is the completed reliquary. At least it looks
Turkey,
like
where'd you
Welcome
find the
back,
time?
Landval.
Urki, hey, you aren't fated for this, but you didn't finish it yet, so someone else has worked on it.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
With
Is this a Trojan horse?
the two individuals that were on the cart, you have noticed one, they are both Ordo ministers, and one is Marguerite.
Stealth.
just don't want to be recognized.
Oh, damn it.
Wait, did you? Oh, you just tried to
She
walk up?
smelled
Oh,
it.
you just screwed yourself. Maybe literally. You.
I like to think you went into like a skulking position and like all of your knees cracked. Really, really loudly.
Really loud.
Scrolled up on the ground.
Come on.
Oh, God.
Right.
So Sam's ahead of you, and like Sam's like creeping down the shadows, like back against the wall, creeping, and Sam's not expecting you to follow him, and all of a sudden you turn the corner, and exactly that, you see what's happening, and you crouch down really quickly, and your knees, your back, and your neck all so loud that the two Ordo ministers and the third person, which is opening the gate, which you all recognize as good old Wall Lafleur, turn to face, and they see both Sam and Lode. At this time, you hear, "Oh, it's my love is here for me."
Wait, did you roll a 1?
I did.
You can't roll a 1. A bountiful luck prevents it.
Oh, it is
Oh,
way too
well,
late now. I've already
sweet.
explained what happened. Way too
Yeah,
late.
it's too late.
Way too
And
late.
it's more funny anyway.
Yeah.
It is way better this way, but shit.
And as Marguerite says that and
let's
starts
see
walking
here.
toward Lode, you hear Wah say, "What are you talking about? I am paying you for this the reliquary. Where are you going?" And you see in this moment a tug of war inside Marguerite's brain as she looks at Wah, looks at Lode, looks at Wah.
Lode says, "Don't worry, my dear. Take care of your responsibilities, and we will find each other afterward."
Okay. All right.
As soon as she looks away, athletics check to start climbing the nearest wall out of sight. I'm just kidding.
You don't want to use that to bolt the other direction, to mysteriously disappear.
Run.
Dig a hole and hide in it.
Roll that athletics check. Come on.
Oh, I was kidding, but sure. If you want me to, that one's easy for me. Ish.
Damn.
13.
How do you keep rolling the same number
I don't know.
on an advantage check?
I have no idea.
And she turns. She says,
Wasn't as good this time.
and
though.
she turns to Wah and says, "Oh, he's such a good guy. He's so smart and handsome and such a high sense of morals. He's right. I have to continue with you." And then she turns back around and looks to where you were and just sees
I'll be right
the,
back.
the
I need
last
another
glint
beer.
of you running around the corner. And you can see in the moonlight a glint. It just glints off the one tear falling from her eye as she understands she has to go with Wah, and she continues in the side door.
Poor Marguerite.
I know. I was hoping Lode would invite Marguerite on your boat, but I was very wrong.
No. I feel like she couldn't have been that bad ever.
I mean, this is a perfect opportunity to scheme that she goes on the Crusades anyway. Somebody's got to be there to watch over the reliquary, right?
Yeah, we could invite her.
Yes, well, Loda's away.
Looks too shy to invite her.
Oh, let's
so-
do
I
this
think
quick.
that's
What
a
do you
good
ask her? What do
call.
you ask her?
Marguerite, before you go, one last thing. You know, Lode's a stoic, bashful gentleman, but he would love for you to accompany us on our crusade across the ocean, have a beacon of the lady present on our boat to guide us to the new lands.
Oh, I
Won't you
love it.
take on this mantle?
Yes. Persuasion check at advantage +5.
Well, that's a 34. And, well, that's not as good as the...
They're at 34.
And the minute you say it, she says,
passes any skill check.
"Yes, I will for my love.
But
Like-
Marguerite,
like-
let's surprise Lode. We won't tell him at first. We'll tell he's on the boat. Then we'll surprise him, okay?
Yes, like my love, this reliquary is strong and resilient. I will bring the reliquary,
Perfect.
and I will meet you on the boat 2 weeks from today."
Great. Just wait in his room for him. On the boat.
Yes. And with that, she was like, "I do not believe this," and he walks away, and he just totally disgruntled. Done and done. All right, so Load is back. You guys
What
are
horrible
entering.
things happened while I was away.
You guys are
You got away
entering
scot-free.
back into the keep, and before you can really get in the door, you hear a voice from above. All four of you. And it says, it's hello, my friends. What are you doing out this late evening? I understand. I
People
just
coming out of the
saw.
woodwork.
I just saw you coming back from the unicorn's bounty. It seems you are now the marshal of the new boat. Is that correct? And above you, sitting on a ledge, you know, this is definitely a tell of this character. You did not see him at all until he spoke, but he seems to be casually sitting there like he had not a care in the world.
And it's Giovanni, right?
It is Giovanni.
Hello, Giovanni. Are you ready to make me dinner every night on our crusade?
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah,
am.
we have to
That
bring
is
him
why I'm
'cause
here.
He's making
Yeah.
dinner.
I am here. I must
Yeah.
formally request that I be on your boat. Because I lost a bet. I must make your dinner every night.
It's not just the bet. We just want to have your company on the crusade, Giovanni. You're a cool guy.
Do you happen to have any contacts in Agua Dulce across the sea?
As a matter of fact, I do, my friend. Agua Dulce is a great town. It is a fun town. I have been there many times. What kind of contacts are you looking for?
Well, we were trying to decide where our first port of call would be once we make it to Varentia. If someone we know has contacts in one of the two cities, Fredericksburg or Agua Dulce, that would be helpful and a reason to pick one of them. So if you know some people there, I think that would be our first stop.
Yes, that is a very good choice. I definitely know the strong people in the town of Agua Dulce, and also the unsavory people in the town of Agua Dulce.
Well, those can be some of the best people to know. So, I think you could be useful. Would you like to join our crew?
And he, with a big smile, he says, "Yes, that sounds like a good time. I think you will have a good time with me on the boat, and you will also have a very good time with me on Varentia. I know how we will all traverse the land of Varentia."
So you have explored the continent a bit?
Yes, he explained to you earlier that he is a hunter for
Right.
hire, a master hunter, and he has hunted many of the beasts of that land. Or at least he claims to have.
He realized guys that float. So he hunted one of those.
What?
Have you ever hunted
Oh,
a giant lily pad?
You
A hunter
know,
or a finder?
I have heard stories of
I know someone
of
who's
the flying
interested.
lily pad, but I have not seen it myself. Those are just fairy tales, though. Come on, a levitating lily pad of stone? You got to be crazy.
Well, I guess we'll see when we get there.
The meanest creature you've ever slain, Giovanni.
What's the meanest creature he's ever slain?
Yeah.
Oh, you see, there is this monster that lives in the caves of Arentia. It is a very special monster that runs on two legs and has two giant clawed arms, and it can see in the dark. And it spits venom from its giant mouth. I was the one who lured it out of its cave and shot it right between the eyes.
Wow.
Some of the locals call it a stygiosaur.
That sounds like a pretty scary creature.
Yes, I see right here. Actually, he opens up his the side of his jacket, and the inside of his jacket is lined with looks like white lizard scales.
Wow. You also have a killer fashion sense, Giovanni.
Is your luggage made of the same?
What would the
It seems like there would be plenty.
what's the Ninth Age equivalent of Dolce and Gabbana? I don't know. Luggage. No, just his jacket.
Fancy.
Well, if you want to make luggage.
Well, I'm sold.
Yeah.
It's very
You're
good.
in.
I will see you on the boat, my friend. And with that, he whisks his jacket around like in a twirl, and he hops over the wall that he was on top of, and he's gone.
Okay, so far we've got Giovanni, Darius, and Griffin, potentially, if I can reach him.
Mm-hmm.
Was there another one? Or any other ones?
Worky.
So you got the
Well, those are
Orky.
like the jobs.
of the
Oh.
5 jobs.
Was it we
they're
had
all filled except for the
6 people
navigator.
after that.
Except for the navigator, who has theoretically been filled by Wisewell, but you don't know who he's picked yet. Beyond that, you have
I thought
six
that
more
was
people.
Luke.
Beyond that, you have 6 more people. So you have Darius, Giovanni, and then 5 more spots. 4 more spots. That's what I'm trying to say.
Griffin, and 3 sandwiches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, ham sandwich has to come. That was one of the little objectives we were given a little while ago.
Right.
And I want to bring tuna sandwich along just for the vitalism angle. I want to know more about this vitalism thing.
Oh, and Helen's
right.
on your team.
And we've
Helen's
gotta
on
bring
your team
Helen.
too.
Okay.
Yeah, Melon has to come.
Melon and tuna.
So that leaves
It's a
you
very
3.
strange
He
list.
leaves you 3 empty spots. One of which is ham sandwich. So that means you have 2 spots left beyond ham sandwich.
Oh, I've got 6 people here. I've got Gio, Darius, Griffin, ham sandwich, Helen, and tuna.
There you go. That's 6.
All right. Done.
We don't know that many other people, so
Yeah, find more NPCs.
Yeah, goal of season 2: make friends.
that was season 1.5, and it didn't really work out that great.
I tried my hardest with some jungle
not
friends,
gonna
some
make-
swamp friends.
Now we're going straight to the source to find swamp friends.
We're not gonna make swamp friends happen.
Let's see here. If you run into
That
all of
ship
He's got
has
a-
sailed.
He's got a whole campaign set up to make swamp friends happen. There was a portal and everything.
I know. Friendship
right,
is
so-
magic, so I've heard.
that ends the night. For the night, is there anything else you guys want to do proactively, or do you want me to kind of push the story forward?
Go for it.
Yeah, I think we're good with the crew.
Yeah.
So 2 days later, you hear word back from a messenger. Let's call it a pigeon. Pigeon messenger comes back to you, and it's a message from Griffin. And it says, Load, I have received your message. I will be in Cantonmont 2 days. In 2 days from that point, so 4 days from when he sent the letter.
Okay.
2 more days. Eventually he shows up and meets you in the castle. You guys are all together. I think we've done everything I want to do for setting up your crew.
Assemble your crew.
Is there anything you else want to do before we jump to the boats launching?
Does Erky need to finish the reliquary, or is it finished? It just wasn't
they got
finished.
someone else to do that. Right.
You saw it before
That
it
was
was
Got the whole
finished.
journey to work on it potentially.
You saw it finished. I mean, Erkin can go investigate at the Ordo Relicarium if you want.
You can investigate when we're on the way.
I mean, it's really fun, like seeing it from like, okay, well, they got someone else to build it, so they don't need my services. So.
And I think you still got paid, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. No, they never paid you the gold? They
Or
paid
maybe
you
some of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We agreed on price, but not I have not been compensated for that, so that's fine. That's
Well,
just
you
a side
didn't do
quest.
any
We'll
work.
just move on.
All right. So on the day of the boat launch, the city is alive. It is. There's literally like a parade route crowds at the docks. Numerous people celebrating and drinking and cheering on these large groups of, horsemen. They are taking the horses onto the boats, carts full of supplies, the actual knights, and warriors on foot, like peasant spearmen and peasant archers. All of these individuals are going onto the boats. These 3 large boats are all centered in the bay. You see, as you approach your boat, you already see Wisewell standing on the pier, the front of the boat, with 1 foot up on the handrail, directing where people are going. Probably about half of them are actually listening to him. The other half are just
Listening to Porky,
listening
the
to
actual quartermaster.
listening to the Porky and listening to like the workers on the dock telling them where to go. Porky's down below. You see also Luke a few steps behind Wisewell, again leaning him against the wall, being completely silent. And all of your crew is there. Let me think here. I'm making this all up on the fly, so give me a second.
I do have a specific thing for my entrance when everybody else is there.
Oh, wait, you want to have a special entrance?
Yes.
Use the
Once
march.
everybody is already there,
The trumpets.
Load flies in on a hippogriff,
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait,
lands on the on.
we can't
on
just
the
say
boat.
you got it. We gotta go like.
All right, let's go. The damn hippogriff.
No, okay.
I
never
would
mind.
say we could. I would say we could definitely get Griffin out of there. He was a friend.
His name was Moonclaw.
Was Moonclaw. Griffin's a human being.
Griffin, the human being, is there. Yeah, no, you have a special, like, on the back end of the boat, like where the cabin is, the captain's cabin on any boat. constructed on top of that is basically like a giant perch. You know, like that a bird sits on, just a T shape. And the Moonclaw, you direct Moonclaw to fly up and land on that perch. And it's pretty. You can hear the ooh and the ah from the crowd as you kind of fly over and land on the boat, and kind of like you can see the crowd slowly like pushing towards your boat because they want to see what's happening. Your boat is more exciting than the other boats, and you can definitely see Wah on the boat in the center, like kind of eyeing you down.
Oh, Wah's in the center and Claude's
Yeah.
on the far side.
Yeah.
Damn. I was gonna make a show of Claude and I being partners and Wah not being part of our little friendship.
Next up, with all of these carts bringing in all the supplies to the boat, there is one cart in particular that is coming down, which is it's the peasantry is parting like a sea for this one cart, and you can see it's the reliquary. And at this time, the mechanical pieces have been engaged, and the like here's the base of the reliquary, and here's the coffin of Sir Lanvol. It's kind of been propped up like this, so it's like presenting out, like it's almost on its end, standing up, and you can, and the visage of Lanvol that's carved on the lid is like look like it's standing there on top of the reliquary, and standing in front of the reliquary is Marguerite. This time in her traveling uniform of an Ordo officer, the leather vest, the white headpiece, the habit, the long white robe, but this time she's got a backpack on and like more supplies and a bedroll on there. And as she leads this cart, she pulls up in front of your boat, Load.
You don't say.
And you at all the way up from on top of the perch, on top of Moonclaw, you hear a voice, and it says, "Load, my love, I'm here with the reliquary. My heart will go across the sea with you together, and we will conquer all that there is to conquer in Varentia as a couple."
Jesus Christ. You're a dick. I jump on Moonclaw. I fly over to the boat that Wah is on. And I say, all right, I'll give you one shot at, I won't say patching up the rivalry between us, but how would you like the prestige of carrying the reliquary from here to Varentia?
Give me a persuasion check.
Why have I done this so many times this episode?
You're the marshal. You persuading a lot of people. You can see him think about
I
it.
don't get it at advantage because I'm I'm a
Nope.
co-marshal.
Nope.
Nope, I didn't think so. It's worth a
You
shot.
can see him look at it like
Presence of writing on hippogriff, though.
he wants to have the reliquary. You can see him like, oh, he's like licking his chops.
It
for
shouldn't be
it.
that hard to persuade him. The prestige there.
But he says, "I'm sorry,
Power hungry
Lord.
little shit.
Take your ratty bird off of my boat, and take your reliquary with you. I curse you, and I'll see you in Varentia."
Moonclaw did like tell Moonclaw to drop a deuce before leaving. Right on the boat.
Yes, I give Moonclaw the signal.
Animal handling check.
Ah,
That's pretty good. It's probably the best use of animal handling ever.
Yeah.
8.
8. Doesn't quite get the message, but he gets to like. He doesn't drop a deuce, but he like lifts his leg and pees.
Sure, we'll take it.
Good enough.
Fine, it was worth the try. We'll head back.
You fly back. And
Luckily, it's a big boat.
Marguerite is still waiting for entrance onto the ramp onto the boat, the gangplank, and she's saying, "My love, what? I'm sorry I made such a spectacle, but your friends told me to come meet you today."
Team effort.
Yes, we did this to
Gotcha.
you.
Makes total sense. All right,
That at the right time.
fucking boat.
All
Waited
right.
5 minutes, it wouldn't have happened.
Guess not.
You took the wrong time to take a break, and you suffer the consequences.
I guess I did.
All right, so your boat has been loaded. Everyone is on board.
Get it?
There's a great send-off. The Duke is there, and he takes a bottle of champagne and breaks it over all 3 boats, blesses it with the lady's blessing, and the 3 boats head out of the cove. This marks a big chapter in this campaign. We are now leaving Cantamont, and we are now on a boat ride across the ocean. The minute the 3 boats turn the edge of the cove and start heading down the coast here on the map, if you see on the map. When your 3 boats, your armada gets to about right here. See the distance between the coastline, the Port Roig, and the island Corsara? In this strait right here, let's call that a strait. You are greeted by, on the coast, there is a line of 6 ships. They're all smaller than the Corsairs you're in, but they're still warships. 6 of them are spaced equally across the strait, and they are all flying the flag of Arcalia. And beneath the Arcalian flag is a smaller flag with a calligrapher F on it. These are
Shit.
Oh,
the boats of the Flor Leon family. With that, there is, flag waving, however communication is done boat to boat back in the day. Flag signals.
Semaphore.
A semaphore. Well, there you go. There is a message sent to your boat in particular, and it says, load the Master Dwarf is requested on the Godfather's boat.
busy, are we?
Easy way of getting between boats while in transit.
It's true. You got your flying mount.
Yeah.
You asked for this.
Talk to Giovanni.
Did I? I
You
don't remember
brought a
that.
flying mount. You made it easy.
Well, I made it easy to get there. I didn't ask for the bullshit. But
It's hard being
right.
the boss.
Sunset. How many people can Moonbeak carry? Could it
Maybe 2?
potentially be 2?
Maybe 2. I mean, the other option to
And
get
then
over there
larger
is just a boat, like
bird.
a smaller boat. That could carry all 4 of you.
Yeah, but the
Mm,
impressive entrance is, I think,
is part of it in and of
Yeah.
itself.
Can you teleport?
All right,
uh,
let's
while
get our
yes,
boat close enough.
I could teleport. It would.
Oh, we're having some technical difficulties. Are you guys still there?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
We are
Yeah,
So-
you
Oh.
dropped off for a second.
Yeah, mine
wanna-
freaked out for a
but the
second
Twitch
there.
stream was still going.
Okay.
We
Okay,
all
we're
dropped
back.
off. His
We all
Twitch.
dropped. Yeah.
We're back. Okay, so
Alright.
Twitch stream is back. What
I
was the
mean,
last thing you said?
I could enlarge the bird, give it greater capacity.
That's
could,
right.
but-
You can.
Oh
If,
my
if,
God.
if you feel that's a good
Okay.
use of our resources at the moment,
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
Nice.
brilliant.
Let's
Make it
enlarge
one size bigger.
Moonclaw and put the whole party on it
All
and
right.
fly our way over there.
You don't
We
have
will
a-
buzz the ship, make a couple circles around it for intimidation, and then land.
Yeah, this is gonna definitely take at least one animal handling check. I'm gonna say at advantage because
Great.
you've got the spell on them and there's multiple people on their back.
Nine.
Is that advantage?
Yeah, it was.
Um. Basically, you all try to
intelli-
climb onto
uh,
this. You cast a spell on Moonclaw, and he is it a he or a she? I can't remember.
He.
I think it was a he.
I'm
but
pretty sure.
His normal wingspan was like 15 feet. As you hit him with the double size, he goes to 30-foot wingspan. This is shocking to him also. And as you try to climb on, Load climbs on, he's fine. Sam climbs on, he's fine. Erky climbs on, he's fine. When Sunset tries to climb on, the Sunset, the tallest of all these, of the 4 of you, the bird kind of reacts and tries to buck you off.
Ooh, snubbed.
I mean.
can I
would
make
it-
an athletics check to grab Sunset?
Just grab her by the scruff of her neck.
Like, is there a
Like,
is
grab
there
her by
a
the
roll you want me to
hand.
make or something? Like, I
Do you
I
want her
don't.
to do something first, or can I try to grab her?
I think with that roll of a 9, you're trying to tell Moonclaw to carry the 4 of you across the way, and the roll of a 9 is you can get the 3 of you to work. You can't get all 4.
Probably have the least value in a negotiation with the Godfather, I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe I should stay behind.
Except you can be very persuasive, and I might need your skills at a lot of
Ricky
random
and Sam
ass
take up the
things.
weight of one person. I mean, big times, right? I mean, we're both small.
It's too bad you can't twin spell that. Because then you
Double
could
spell it.
enlarge the bird and reduce me, and it might not be an issue. But you can't, because it's a concentration
the
spell
half-life.
and you don't have twin spell.
All right. Well, is it just any 2, or is it Sam and Erky are fine, but Sunset's not?
Oh, Sam, Erky, and Load are fine. Sunset is not.
Okay.
Right, but if one of them were to get off,
Can
would
I
I be able to
swap
get
one
on?
for one?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
the question.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. No offense, Erky. I'm gonna have you hang here.
Cool. I go play with the cannons.
Yes.
Let's
Go.
do some target practice on like their father. Got it.
Do not shoot the cannons while we're over there talking to it. Unless Sunset does something with fire first.
Okay.
Then engage full on.
Yeah, just stay within. It might be difficult, but stay within 90 feet.
Pretty damn close. All right, we're gonna go over me, Sam, and Sunset.
All right, so you hop on Moonclaw and you fly over there. You do a couple circles around the ship, and you get this beautiful bird's eye view of the strait with these 6 ships in them. You see these are real warships, cannons, and everything. And the one in the center is a little bit bigger, a little more fancy, more flags on it, like family flags and all that good stuff. And you land on the prow of the ship. The guards take a little step back. They're not really used to this. And you are guided by what looks like the captain into the main quarters at the back of the ship. You will have to dismount to do this. So Moonclaw is left on the front of the boat. And as you enter the main quarters in the back of the ship, all that's there is a large wooden carved desk and a large padded red leather chair behind it. And sitting in that chair is a bald, rotund man, kind of filling the chair with his belly. And there are 4 guards standing behind him still. And as you walk in, this man in the chair says, okay, you guys ready for this? I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. On this, the day of my daughter's wedding. And with that,
Nice.
we will call it for this evening. Obviously, the reference there to The Godfather. Marlon Brando, one of his best roles.
No. Is that what that was?
And I
I
don't know if anyone got it
believe it.
before, but the Florleone family is the Corleone family from the Godfather
Yeah.
movies. Come on, it's great.
Shakedown.
No,
So,
it's awesome.
What should the name of this episode be?
No friends.
Finally on our way.
Oh, so sad.
You have plenty of friends. You have
It's
so
true,
many
though.
friends.
Load surprise.
No more sexual jokes.
I don't think that one's gonna fly.
Something like gathering the team with our forces combined. We are the boat.
By your powers combined.
Gonna be like an Avengers joke in there somewhere, but not Avengers Assemble.
Burning blades assemble.
No.
Not enough.
Boat stuff.
Yeah,
I actually really like
I
that
like it.
boat stuff. I like that a lot.
I like it.
It works.
Boat stuff, Luke.
All right. Well,
just boat stuff.
if anyone's watching, which I'm pretty sure no one is, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. That was another. Sorry, there was no real action in that episode, but my goal for that episode was to assemble your crew. And
Yeah,
I think
it worked.
I think Marguerite was forced
And
upon
what a
you,
crew it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
All right,
should have
well,
made
Too
more
shy.
friends.
We gotta.
We'll see what happens with the Florleone family next time, but see you next week, guys.
See how many more
Yep.
persuasion checks Load will
Yep.
have to roll. Find out next time.